on Good Morning Maine, a wildfire over the weekend on an Acadia National Park mountaintop was quickly snuffed out.
Plus, a tractor-trailer crash in Skowhegan shut down a portion of a heavily utilized highway.
And the northern lights were vibrant across the northeast. We'll check out some shots taken locally. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Devin Dagnall, filling in for Craig Colson. Thank you for tuning in this morning.
It's my first day back since vacation, so definitely a switch up on this Monday morning, but I'd say no better day to switch it up than a Monday morning.
Why not? Get off to a good thing. They say the best day to start a new habit is a Monday, so hopefully this will be a trend.
Yeah, right?
We'll see what happens.
Sounds good. Yeah, right. All right, moving right along now, let's get a check of that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Emma and Devin. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. All right, let's get into things this morning. There's some clouds that are developing out there, but overall, not too bad as we do move forward today. We will be under a partly cloudy sky as we do move forward in time. We will have some chances for rain coming up this week. We're seeing a little bit moving in from the west, going toward the east now, but overall staying dry today. The chances for rain will move in as we head towards tomorrow. So futurecast for today, we will be under a partly cloudy sky, on and off cloud cover today. More rain showers on the way as we head towards early Tuesday, and then that will continue on and off throughout the day as well. As for the winds, not too bad though, roughly at around 5 miles per hour or so. It might pick up to 20 miles per hour later today, but overall, even tonight, not looking too bad. Tomorrow, not looking too bad either. So for today, we have middle 60s, partly cloudy and breezy, and that south wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, middle 40s for the overnight low. Partly cloudy areas of dense fog, and that south breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, mostly cloudy rain showers out there. South wind at about 15 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a partly to mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures warming into the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thanks, Devin. A tractor-trailer crash in Skowhegan shut down a section of Route 201 for several hours on Sunday. According to the Skowhegan Fire Department, the truck went off the road, hitting and taking down utility poles near a building. The department says no one was seriously injured. They say no further information about the details or the cause of the crash are available at this time.
The Maine Forest Rangers assisted Southwest Harbor firefighters at a wildfire in Acadia National Park over the weekend. According to the Bangor Daily News, the fire was reported just before 5 p.m. on Saturday. Footage shared by the Maine Forest Rangers shows Pilot Ranger Chris Blackie utilizing a helicopter to airlift relief. The fire appears to have been small and was put out fairly quickly.
A Maine woman convicted of killing another woman by stabbing her nearly 500 times was sentenced to 55 years in prison Friday. The Attorney General's office says Kaylee Brackett was sentenced Friday in Washington County. In December of last year, Brackett was found guilty in the 2021 murder of Kimberly Neptune. State police say Neptune's body was found wrapped in a blanket in her home in April 2022 with 484 stab wounds. Brackett and Donald Dana of Perry were both charged and tried for her murder, but a mistrial was declared after jurors deadlocked on the charge against Dana.
Authorities seized more than 1,000 plants and dozens of pounds of processed cannabis in the latest illegal marijuana bust. The Somerset County Sheriff's Office executed a drug search warrant at a home on South Road in Harmony following a month-long investigation. A group of investigators from 6 different agencies searched the residence and found over 1,200 plants, 25 pounds of processed marijuana, as well as drug-related documents and paraphernalia. Since the beginning of the year, the Somerset County Sheriff's Office has executed 15 search warrants at illegal grow sites and seized more than 400 pounds of processed marijuana and over 18,000 marijuana plants. Criminal charges will be forthcoming as the investigation progresses.
The man who crashed a stolen police vehicle was shot at by 11 police officers and then stole another police cruiser and crashed that one doesn't have the mental capacity to understand the charges against him. That's according to the lawyer for Gary Porter, who was accused of doing all that earlier last week in Oxford County. Wearing only a hospital gown and handcuffs on Wednesday, a judge canceled a hearing for Porter because he wasn't responsive and appeared to be asleep at times. Friday, his lawyer claimed Porter is still in a catatonic state.
I met with him earlier, and He's not in a mental state to have an initial appearance.
Moved Porter's first court appearance to next week and ordered a mental health exam for him. At least 11 law enforcement officers are on leave after the shooting, which is standard procedure.
A local funeral home owner is under investigation for theft. Lincoln Police Chief Mark Leonard says Harold Chip Lamson allegedly misused funds from funeral trusts established through the Lamson Funeral Home business. According to Chief Leonard, 2 search warrants were executed on Thursday. The first was at 7 Lee Road in Lincoln. The second was at 11 Tamarack Street in Millinocket. Chief Leonard says while they have received reports from several alleged victims, they suspect there may be others. If you or someone you know may have been impacted, they ask that you reach out to the East Millinocket Police Department at 746-3555.
The mother of a baby who was abandoned in a northern Maine gravel pit more than 35 years ago is appealing her 6-year sentence to the Maine Judicial Supreme Court. Police arrested Lee Ann Daigle on June 13, 2022, and originally charged her with murder. She pleaded guilty to manslaughter in April 2023. Maine State Police say on December 7, 1985, a newborn baby was found in Frenchville by a neighbor's dog, which carried the baby back to its home. Detectives tracked the dog's path to a gravel pit where the baby had been born and abandoned in sub-zero temperatures. For years, the child was known as Baby Jane Doe. DNA testing matched the baby to Daigle in 2022. A judge sentenced Daigle to 6 years in prison, followed by 3 years of probation.
The legislature returned for an additional session to address bills vetoed by the governor. Lawmakers failed to overturn any of the 8 bills Governor Mills vetoed this legislative session, including a ban on bump stocks and establishing a minimum wage for agricultural workers. We spoke with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle who say they were not surprised by the outcomes.
We had the bills down in the Senate that we sustained the governor's vetoes today, which, being in a minority down here, we don't get a lot of wins. So when we can sustain those vetoes on behalf of the governor, we consider that to be a win. I think I've made some progress there.
Well, I think that was expected. The Republicans generally voted unanimously to support the vetoes, which makes it hard for us to overturn anything. A number of them were good bills having to do with labor, promoting good labor relations and promoting clean energy development and promoting clean energy jobs.
Unless the governor decides to call for a special session of the legislature, lawmakers will not return to the chambers until the 132nd legislature convenes in December. Also, with the legislature, during the veto day meetings, lawmakers also discussed how to spend roughly $11 million in the state's budget surplus. They used that surplus to fund and pass roughly 30 bills, but it could all be for naught. After passing the bills, the Senate secretary tried to deliver them to the governor, but the governor's staff refused to accept them twice. According to the communications director of Senate President Troy Jackson, around 10:30 p.m. Friday, the Senate secretary got the word that the governor would accept the receipt of the bills without providing an explanation as to why they were previously rejected.
Our legal team told us that they we did not have the right to be here today. We didn't have the right to run these bills, and so we're all wondering what's changed. But the biggest thing about it is that there's a lot of really good bills that still get left on the table. Sexual assault. Things to help, workers over Riverview. It runs the gambit of things that were really important that we worked on hard today, Republicans and Democrats. We send down, and now those bills aren't going to get enacted.
The governor now has 10 days to consider the bills and choose whether or not to sign them. Any bills left unsigned will not become law.
All right, the time now is 8:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a small town's local government has found itself in a tumultuous situation following a recent controversy.
But first, let's take another look at our forecast. It looks like today it's going to be partly cloudy and breezy with a high of 64. It's going to cool off a little bit tonight with partly cloudy skies and some dense fog with a high of 44. And tomorrow it's going to be mostly cloudy with showers with a high of 63.
Crockett's Excavation and Auto Repair, located in Ellsworth, does it all. Whether you're looking to clear a lot, put in a driveway or road, or establish proper drainage, Crockett's Excavation has you covered. Crockett's Excavation takes pride in the fact that our work stands the test of time. Reach out today for a free estimate.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, chances are you have a lot of questions. Norm Prouty has answers. Learn some tips and tricks and explore some beautiful new homes on the market. The Norm Prouty and Donnell Baker Real Estate Show, Sunday mornings at 8:30 on Fox 22.
New Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
With the scrubbing power of Magic Eraser and the cleaning power of Dawn, watch it make soaps come here, disappear.
And sprays can leave grime like that. Ultra Foamy melts it on contact.
Magic.
New Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser. Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Crockett's Excavation and Auto Repair, located in Ellsworth, does it all. Whether you're looking to clear a lot, put in a driveway or road, or establish proper drainage, Crockett's Excavation has you covered. Crockett's Excavation takes pride in the fact that our work stands the test of time. Reach out today for a free estimate.
Thousands of kids like Grayson and Elliot receive care at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center each year. You can help them by supporting the Summer Classic for Maine Kids. This golf tournament will help kids receive care at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center by raising funds to ensure that health care is available today, tomorrow, and in the years ahead. Every dollar raised helps kids get back to the business of being kids. For more information about the tournament and how to register, please visit northernlight.org/forkids.
The town of Milo's select board currently consists of a single person. The rest of the board resigned following controversy over what the town manager says was an illicit meeting. Our Callie Warren has the story.
The town of Milo's local government is in turmoil after all but one select board members resigned. The string of departures came after the town manager says 3 select people held an illicit meeting, which was recorded on the town hall's security cameras. The 3 involved in the meeting stepped down. A 4th select person took to Facebook to share her resignation, writing in part that the meeting and controversy, quote, created heartache, and she is choosing to, quote, walk away from the select board and create positive change in other ways.
When they go and they have this type of discussion and the types of things they were discussing, 3 of the 5 board members, that constitutes a quorum, which means that meeting that was an illegal meeting because they didn't post it, and they didn't make the public aware that it was going to happen.
As for what happened in that meeting,
things that were actually out of the realm of the select board's purview anyhow, and there were some disparaging remarks made of other people, other citizens in town.
Select Board Chair Paula Copeland was elected in March and is now the only select person on the board until a special election in June. Now, Copeland says she's ready for a fresh start.
As far as we're concerned, that's over. We're done with that. We're moving on.
And that she's looking forward to working with the new select board.
June 3rd, we should be a full board and on our way.
In Milo, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
We reached out to the Milo Select Board members who held the meeting. They did not respond to our request for comment.
Last week, the nonprofit organization Apple, which is comprised of business owners, employees, and citizens of Bar Harbor, filed a preliminary injunction on the town's current cruise ship passenger ordinance. Our Doug Banks has that story.
In another chapter of a multi-year battle, the nonprofit organization Association to Protect and Preserve Local Livelihoods, also known as Apple, has filed a motion to the U.S. Appeals Court for a preliminary injunction. The order would pause Bar Harbor's cruise ship ordinance until its appeal is heard. Voted on and passed by Bar Harbor residents in November of 2022, the ordinance limits the number of passengers who can disembark from cruise ships to 1,000 per day, effectively restricting larger cruise ships from visiting Bar Harbor. The ordinance was taken to district court, with Apple citing both U.S. and state constitutional violations. While the court found the ordinance does conflict with federal commerce law, which protects seafarers' shore access, the court ruled it does not conflict with interstate commerce.
It's a bitter pill to swallow.
The owner of West Street Cafe states he sees a drastic increase in business on the days cruise ships are present.
As an example is about an 800% increase the day the cruise ship's in the harbor in business from the day before and the day after.
On March 6th, the Bar Harbor Town Council decided to allow those cruise ships scheduled before the ordinance went into effect to stop into Bar Harbor this year. But according to Apple's treasurer, 2025 is looking at a steep decline.
2025 season is currently a 90% loss on the books. There's only 18 ships coming. We normally have 170.
Now, during this time of year, Bar Harbor is still considered to be in their off-season. And according to Salvatore, a total of 3 cruise ships have stopped here in Bar Harbor since Thursday of last week. Now, in years past, Salvatore says the number of cruise ships that would have come through here by now would be around 15.
Immediate impact that's being felt, it's no longer a theory. The ships are not coming.
Charles Sinman, a Bar Harbor resident, business owner, and one of the leaders behind the ordinance being passed, claims the downtown area becomes inaccessible to residents when the cruise ships arrive.
When these ever bigger ships come in, they totally swamp the town.
While some businesses see an influx, he states he's lost business as a result.
We have lost business, and we continue to lose business every time that the streets get flooded with the cruise ship crowd.
While all involved parties await a decision from the U.S. Appeals Court, on May 14th, a hearing between Sidman and the town's Board of Appeals will be had concerning the town council's decision they made back in March. In Bar Harbor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Over 200 students received their degrees from Thomas College on Saturday. Students receiving associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees marched at the college's 130th commencement ceremony. The school's administrators say the graduates come from every county in Maine, as well as several other states and 3 other countries. This year's commencement speaker, Governor Janet Mills, shared words of encouragement with the graduates.
The story of Maine is defined by people like you who have accomplished their dreams despite difficulties they may have faced. Or people like the young woman from Farmington who dropped out of school and ended up becoming governor of Maine. I understand that change is inevitable and that life is unpredictable.
Mills also received an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree during the ceremony.
Many University of Maine students may have left for the semester after graduation ceremonies last week, but Friday the campus was full of young minds eager to learn. More than 600 middle and high school students from across the state took part in the Simmons Windstorm Challenge, planning, designing, and creating a floating platform for a scale model of a wind turbine that holds up against the university's wind and wave simulations. UMaine representatives hope the competition inspires young minds to strive to make a difference as they enter the workforce.
We've had a really robust program leading the world in floating offshore wind technologies. And in the Gulf of Maine right now, there's a lot of attention and a lot of energy around that. And we need people. It's a new industry. We need the next generation of innovators, whether that's the engineers or the technicians or the communicators.
Fort High School's team took home the trophy this year, and each member of the team was awarded an internship at the university's Advanced Structures and Composite Center if they attend UMaine. To hear from them, view this story on our website.
That's the type of internship that gets you a job really quick, too.
It's just a great experience just to hit the ground running with that kind of stuff. Absolutely.
Cool stuff. Yeah, and congrats to Bucksport, too. They got a good team.
They got a good team, and their robotics team is good, too. So they got some
good stuff over at Bucksport. Love
absolutely.
to hear it. Yeah.
The time is now 8:19.
Yep. And right after the break, we'll take a look at the fast-paced world of fiber art.
Plus, we'll find out what to expect as former President Trump, former fixer, takes the stand in the ongoing hush money trial. Don't go away.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
When CTI Service Center in Milford wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. CTI Service Center provides outstanding automotive and heavy-duty equipment repair, including tire sales, mount and balance, alignments, and diagnostics. CTI Service Center, simply the best.
Welcome to 207 Wellness, where transformation begins from within. Embark on a journey of self-betterment with our comprehensive services from weight management to IV hydration, vitamin supplementation, and neurotoxin injections. 207 Wellness is here to support your wellness goals. Take the first step toward a healthier, happier you, rejuvenate your body, refresh your mind, and reclaim your vitality with 207 Wellness. Transform your wellness, transform your life. Give us a call today.
You can't leave without cuddles, but you also can't leave covered in hair. With Bounce Pet, you can cuddle and brush that hair off. Bounce, it's the sheep.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
A group of fiber artists in Bangor competed in a fast-paced challenge on Saturday. It involved hand shearing a sheep, spinning the wool, and knitting a sweater all in one day. And all for a cause.
Our Callie Warren takes us to the 2024 Back-to-Back Wool Challenge.
The Mainly Spinners are a team of knitters passionate about fiber arts and helping others. On Saturday, they competed in an international challenge to handcraft a wool sweater after shearing a sheep by hand and spinning the wool into yarn.
Squirrely Dan's the name of the sheep, and he's resting back in the trailer now. So all the wool is off, and they're off to spinning and knitting already, which is great.
The event raises money for cancer care at the Sarah's House of Maine, where cancer patients and caregivers can stay for free when receiving care in the Bangor area. Handmade fiber crafts were available for sale at the event, and last year's sweater is being raffled off with all proceeds going to Sarah's House.
The other tables over there, we've got other items for sale, and we do have a suggested donation, but people are welcome to give more because it's for Sarah's House.
Participants say it's also a great way to get young people involved in fiber artistry. Students from the College of the Atlantic stopped by to help spin the wool.
Really wanted my students to have an experience of fiber arts in real time, and they're all spinning beautiful yarns, so it's just really great to see them learning in that way.
To learn more about the Mainly Spinners or to support Sarah's House and obtain some handcrafted pieces of your own, visit our website, foxbangor.com. In Bangor, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow, cool. I've always wanted to learn.
Yeah, you should pick it up. Stop by somewhere.
Yeah,
why not?
Right.
Today's the day. Day one
Today's
or one
the
day.
Oh, no. Not today.
Not today?
No,
All right,
I got
not
a
today.
full to-do list.
You've
Can't
heard
start
it here, folks.
knitting today. Yeah. All right, the time now is 8:23.
All right, let's get a full look at our forecast. Meteorologist Devin Biggs is in now with a look at that.
Alrighty, Emma and Devin, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already, wave heights a little bit active out there this morning at around 4 feet, according to the buoys, 5 feet further out towards sea. But overall, not too bad as we do move forward in time. No advisories in effect at this time. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky this morning. That's what we're seeing out there on the radar and satellite. And overall, we'll stay partly cloudy. Sometimes it's mostly cloudy from time to time. Moving forward today, zooming things out, here is the rain showers developing, tracking from the west going toward the east. We'll keep this going throughout the daytime period today. A little bit of showers and storms in the southern parts of the U.S. But we'll be watching this moving in. That will give us some chances for rain showers coming up as we head towards tomorrow. Futurecast moving forward. Already a partly cloudy sky for us today. The clouds stick around overnight tonight as well. They'll increase as we head towards tomorrow. Chances for on and off rain showers expected. There will be plenty of dry hours for that as well. Most of the rain will stay out towards the north of Bangor, but still some of those can make it further down to the south from time to time. Then by Tuesday evening, there's a few showers passing through, and that looks to be about it. Maybe some areas of dense fog developing as we head towards Wednesday morning. All righty, here we go. As for the rainfall, I'm going to run this throughout the entire week. So between now and Friday, maybe less than a half inch of rain possible before we're all finished up. So not a lot, but we do have a little bit of rain on the way throughout the week. As for the winds for today, they could pick up to around 20 to 25 miles per hour at times. Some of those gusts may also continue later on tonight to around 15 miles per hour. Some gusts tomorrow up to 20 miles per hour could also occur. Average high temperature is 65 degrees, lower to middle 60s on the way today. Tomorrow also near Wednesday, upper 60s Thursday, lower 70s Friday. Then we're back in the lower 60s Saturday, upper 60s as we head towards the Sunday. Already allergies. If you're having some issues, maybe with your voice, you might notice my voice is a little weak today. This is because pollen is not helping me out either, as we're in a high category right now for tree pollen. That's why my voice is a little scratchy today. Grass, weed, and mold is still low at this time. Forecast coming up for today, middle 60s, partly cloudy and breezy, and that south wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour at times. By tonight, middle 40s, partly cloudy, areas of dense fog, and that south wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, rain showers on the way. South wind at about 15 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Rain showers for you Wednesday with highs in the mid-60s. Upper 60s Thursday with a chance for rain and a smaller chance for rain for your Friday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. Highs in the low 70s.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
A new deck is a great, affordable way to improve your home or camp. Hammond Lumber Company can help you create the perfect deck for your outdoor space. Visit Hammond's product showroom and explore their extensive range of decking and railing options. Your Hammond sales rep will be happy to help you with your materials and design choices, and Hammond delivers from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Make this the year you enjoy that new deck you've always wanted. It starts when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Did you know some dish soaps don't remove all the grease, even with scrubbing?
What? I just cleaned those.
Try Dawn Platinum. It removes 99% of grease and food residue. That's why Dawn is trusted to save wildlife affected by oil. Dawn Platinum cleans to the squeak.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view, featuring award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. It's a true destination dining experience. Relax and unwind in an intimate space with your loved ones, family, and friends. We are pet-friendly, so your furry friends are always welcome to join you at your table on the deck, whether it's a special occasion or any occasion. The Lucerne Inn is the perfect choice for your business or family gathering.
The $1 Million Music Game Show returns.
I love this show!
With one simple rule.
We need you to remember the lyrics of the song. So come on, every guy. Wow.
Niecy Nash hosts Don't Forget the Lyrics. Premieres May 23rd on Fox.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Welcome back. A big day today in the hush money trial of former President Trump. His former fixer, Michael Cohen, is set to take the stand. It was the disbarred attorney who paid porn star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep quiet about Trump's alleged 2006 affair with her days before the 2016 election. Cohen, who pleaded guilty in 2018 to lying to Congress, is believed to be the prosecution's star witness. ABC's Allison Kosick has a preview from New York.
Michael Cohen is preparing to take the witness stand Monday. He made the $130,000 payment to porn star Stormy Daniels immediately before the 2016 election in order to buy her silence about an alleged affair which Trump has denied any wrongdoing. Prosecutors accused Trump of falsifying business records linked to that payment so the public wouldn't hear her claim, adding it was part of a scheme to deny voters information in which Cohen was at the center of. During the trial, the jury heard a recording of Cohen talking about how Trump complained about paying.
I can't even tell you how many times he said to me, I hate the fact that we did it. And my comment to him was, but every person that you've spoken to told you it was the right move.
On Friday, Cohen was rebuked by Judge Juan Merchan for making public comments ahead of his testimony. The defense suggested he impose a limited gag order similar to the former president, but the judge stopped short of issuing an official mandate. After court was dismissed, the presumptive 2024 Republican nominee lashed out at the decision.
There is no gag order to Michael Cohen. What the judge did was amazing, actually. It was amazing. Everybody can say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want, but I'm not allowed to say anything about anybody.
The jury also heard unflattering things said about Cohen during witness testimony. Stormy Daniels' former lawyer Keith Davidson called him a jerk and sort of a pants-on-fire kind of guy who no one wanted to talk to. Former White House Communications Director Hope Hicks said Cohen was Trump's fixer only because he first broke things. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
The United Nations votes on new rights for Palestine that could eventually pave the way into the global body as a member. The UN General Assembly voted new rights and privileges for Palestine on Friday by a vote of 143 to 9, with 25 abstentions. The United States and Israel, along with 7 other nations, voted against it. The Assembly also called on the UN Security Council to reconsider Palestine's request to become the 194th member of the United Nations. The measure expresses growing world support for Palestinian rights amid the current Israel-Hamas war. The resolution keeps Palestine as a non-member observer state without voting rights. U.S. Deputy Ambassador Robert Wood says for the U.S. to support Palestinian statehood, negotiations must guarantee Israel's security and future and peaceful coexistence with Israel.
Colleges and universities continue to crack down on pro-Palestinian protesters ahead of graduation on campuses across the country. Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen has the story.
Early Friday morning, police encircled an encampment of protesters at the University of Pennsylvania. Tents had been there about 2 weeks. After warning people to leave, officers in riot gear arrested more than 24 people, including students and teachers, charging them with trespassing.
I'm heartbroken this morning, not because I support the cause of the students or I'm against it. It's because I support democracy and I support the right of the students and the community to peacefully protest.
A similar scene played out at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Nearly a dozen students were arrested there.
They had hundreds of riot gear officers, state troopers, all to come down for a student encampment that was peaceful throughout its time here.
It came just a day after a tense standoff at the University of Arizona. Police used tear gas to clear an encampment before the school's commencement ceremony. Students have called for a ceasefire in Gaza and want their schools to divest from Israel or companies connected to the country. Some schools have agreed to disclose their investments. The University of Minnesota said $5 million, less than 1% of its endowment, is tied to Israeli companies or U.S. defense contractors. Some Jewish students still find a lot of the rhetoric unsettling.
Even though most of us have sadly been desensitized to harmful and anti-Israel rhetoric on campus, this year has been filled with more hatred targeting Jewish students based on our identities than ever before.
Thousands of people have now been arrested at these college and university protests across the country. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
Coming up on the second half of the newscast, the Northern Lights were a large spectacle all over the U.S. on Friday and Saturday.
This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Time for sport mode. Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Now get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra.
When Electrify Maine wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Electrify Maine provides outstanding electrical services to eastern and central Maine. They are a licensed Generac dealer specializing in generator and heat pump installs. Call today for a free estimate.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice, and long-lasting Gain scent beads. part of the Irresistible Scent collection from Gain.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Time for sport mode. Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Now get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Monday, May 13th, and it's National Apple Pie Day.
You know, the first apple pie recipe was printed in England in 1381. The list of ingredients included good apples, good spices.
Keyword there, good.
Good, they can't be rotten. No. Figs, raisins, pears, saffron, and coffin, which is a type of pastry crust.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. While the apple pie existed well before the Pilgrims landed on the eastern shores of what is now the United States, Americans wax poetic about how American apple pie is. The phrase "as American as apple pie" has been around for more than 100 years.
Yeah, I know, right? It's one of my favorite pies.
It's a solid choice. You can't go wrong with apple pie.
Know,
it makes everyone happy. A little bit of ice cream on top.
Right. Ooh, Gifford's vanilla, maybe, if I will.
Vanilla bean.
Yeah, right. But now it's just got me thinking about saffron. You made a great point last hour, and you noted how there wasn't any sugar in that recipe.
Yeah.
And it's just got me thinking, it's like, oh, well, maybe saffron was actually more affordable for them and more accessible than sugar was, because now saffron's like the gold as far as spices go.
Yeah.
So just interesting.
Historians, email us at tv7news@wvii.com. Tell us if saffron was more accessible back when it was in apple pie.
Yeah. There's plenty out there. I do get corrected often, and I'm thankful.
Yes.
Because there's some good historians in our viewership.
Let's find out.
But either way, cool stuff. Now for some history. On this day in 1607, the first settlers arrived in Jamestown to become the first permanent English settlement in North America. In 1973, Bobby Riggs and Margaret Court faced off in a $10,000 winner-take-all challenge match. Bobby Riggs, who was notoriously skeptical of women's talents on the tennis court, branded the contest a battle of the sexes. It later became known that he had the court resurfaced to slow the game, giving him time to wind up and put more power into his stroke, allowing him to win the match 6-1 and 6-2. And I love that because it's just like this vocal criticism, and then he cheats behind the scenes.
Then he cheats.
Yeah.
He cheats, and then he had a second game against another female athlete and got destroyed. So
I love it. Oh gosh. I love it.
It's great. All right. In 1981, Pope John Paul II was shot and seriously wounded while passing through St. Peter's Square in an open car, leading to the creation of the Pope-mobile. Pope John Paul II expressed his hope that the Italian government would pardon this man who shot him, but that was granted. Excuse me.
The Catholic tradition of forgiveness.
Absolutely.
Yep.
In 1985, raid is set for the MOVE headquarters by the end of the botched confrontation. 11 people were dead and 61 homes had been burned down after a bomb was dropped on the roof of the Philadelphia building in an attempt to destroy their bunker. Tensions between MOVE and the police had been rising leading up to the bomb being dropped. A confrontation in 1978 between MOVE and the police left Officer James Ramp dead. Several innocent MOVE members were convicted of murder. Leader John Africa began a counterattack on Christmas Eve in 1983. It all came to a head in 1985 when the raid took place.
I hadn't heard of that before, but it's kind of crazy to imagine the police thinking they had to bomb a private residence in a major city.
Yeah, dropping a bomb on an apartment building to get into a bunker, if I understand correctly. I'm not an expert on this, of course.
There's a documentary, our producer David says, so I'll have to look into that.
Absolutely, something to watch tonight.
Yep. All right, and today's birthdays include Stephen Colbert, he's 60 today. Ronnie Coleman is also 60, and Stevie Wonder is 74. I love the way that our production team has just kind of put all these portraits in here so that they're all just kind of framing Ronnie Coleman. They're just in awe of him.
Just a bunch of guys being fellas. Don't you love to see it?
Guys being
dudes. I guess Stevie Wonder isn't really looking at Ronnie, but...
Oh, good point. Awful. Awful. I mean, yeah, but that's a younger photo of Stevie Wonder,
He looks
too.
dashing there.
He looks great.
He looks great for 74.
No. shorter hair too.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along now. Let's get a check of that forecast with Devin Biggs, who sounds a little bit different. He's expressed that he's dealing with some allergies, so be easy on him. Here's Devin with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Emma and Devin. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. All right, let's get into things this morning. There's some clouds that are developing out there, but overall, not too bad as we do move forward today. We will be under a partly cloudy sky as we do move forward in time. We will have some chances for rain coming up this week. We're seeing a little bit moving in from the west, going toward the east now, but overall staying dry today. The chances for rain will move in as we head towards tomorrow. So futurecast for today, we will be under a partly cloudy sky, on and off cloud cover today. More rain showers on the way as we head towards early Tuesday, and then that will continue on and off throughout the day as well. As for the winds, not too bad though, roughly at around 5 miles per hour or so. It might pick up to 20 miles per hour later today, but overall, even tonight, not looking too bad. Tomorrow, not looking too bad either. So for today, we have middle 60s, partly cloudy and breezy, and that south wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, middle 40s for the overnight low. Partly cloudy areas of dense fog, and that south breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, mostly cloudy rain showers out there. South wind at about 15 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a partly to mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures warming into the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
As you've probably heard, the northern lights were vibrant and very visible here in Maine and across the Northeast over the weekend. The photos on your screen show shots taken by spectators here in Maine. Some are from Poland, Turner, Woolwich, and Gardner. The aurora borealis was caused by a solar storm and was visible both Friday and Saturday night. And if you have any shots that you'd like to share with us, we'd love some more local ones. I know those places that I just said are a little south from our viewing area, but we'd love to see some more local ones. Please send them, if you have them, to our email at tv7news@wvii.com. That's on your screen right now if you need a repeat, tv7news@wvii.com. We'll put them on the screen. Cool. Beautiful. Did you see them?
I didn't get to see them. I was all snug in bed with my sleepy time
Me
tea.
too.
I couldn't stay up for it. I'm a morning person
I
now.
know, I am too. Right, we've made you that way. Yep, I get it. It's hard to reverse course.
Yeah.
All right, right after the break, Tyler Cruz has our sports updates.
Don't go away.
Transform your surroundings with Paramount Paving, located in Bangor. They are your paving and seal coating experts. Whether it's residential maintenance to full commercial projects, Paramount Paving delivers quality that lasts. Book before June 1st and enjoy a $250 Visa gift card upon completion of your next paving project. Call us today at 602-8931 or visit us at ParamountPavingLLC.com. Paramount Paving, setting the standard for excellence. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Oof, gotta get rid of this.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh?
It helps remove odors 3 times better than detergent alone.
It worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh.
Hanks Husqvarna is your trusted full-line Husqvarna dealer, offering you everything you need for your outdoor projects. From high-performance lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers to chainsaws, trimmers, battery-powered and powerful snowblowers, we have just what you need. Every piece of equipment is fully set up, serviced, and ready for use by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or new equipment sales, make your way to Hanks Husqvarna in Carmel or Newport.
Jumpstart the 2024 ATV season at the Maine ATV UTV Expo, May 17th through the 19th at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. No other event features a gathering of so many trail riding enthusiasts, product manufacturers, dealers, and industry service providers. While there, check out Huff Power Sports, stop by our booth, and see what is new for Can-Am ATVs, UTVs, and Spiders. And Shin Pond Village, Northern Maine's premier outdoor recreational resort, with hundreds of miles of ATV trails right from your doorstep.
Animal Control has arrived.
Sir, you can't park that here. We're with the city, Fashion Police. We got a call regarding your pants.
No. And you can watch it anytime on Hulu.
Hi. Yeah, you can come on over.
All new Animal Control, Wednesdays on Fox, next day Hulu.
Welcome to MasterChef Junior.
Oh, this looks better than half the dishes come out of my dad's restaurant.
MasterChef Junior, all new tonight on Fox.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Saturday, a big day for Husson Athletics, both baseball and softball, looking to book their ticket to the Division III NCAA tournament for the 4th straight spring. At O'Keefe Field in Bangor, the Eagles looking to take down SUNY Poly in the NAC Finals. Second inning, Lindsey Reed on third, Kiara McLeod at the dish. She rips one over the right fielder. That gets to the wall. She hustles into third with an RBI triple, 1-0 Eagles. Same score now, Cameron King on second for Josie Cornell. She lines one up the middle. King on her horse around third, and she scores 2-0 Eagles. 3-1 now, runners on for Jaden Childers. She gets all of this one. That gets to the wall in center. 2 runs come in. We are tied with the RBI double from the catcher. She is pumped. Runner on third now for Katie Raymond. Bottom of the 6th. Squeeze bunt. They get the out at home, but watch this. The throw to get Raymond at second is long, and that's the center fielder covering second on the bunt defense. That gets to the wall. Raymond scores. That makes it 4-3, and Anna Lang would finish off the Wildcats in the 7th. Husson wins yet another NAC title. They're heading back to the big dance. 4-3 is the final.
Honestly, I just went up there relaxed and having fun. You know, it's my last tournament here with this team and on this field, so I just went up there and said, you know, what do I have to lose? And I just did everything I could for this team, and it just happened. The ball just happened to go over the fence. You know, I just go up there for a base hit, and that's all you can do.
4 homers in 3 days for Doyle. Let's go to baseball now. Baseball doing the same thing, too, over at SUNY Cobleskill. The Eagles taking a 9-1 victory in the championship game. It's their 4th in a row as well. They outscored their opponents, get this, 33-4 in their championship run. We'll find out who is playing who and who is going where for both teams on Monday. Back to the baseball diamond, and we'll head up to Orono, where the series continues between Maine and Bryant. Black Bears trying to get a win here to keep the series alive. Bottom 5, down 10-1, but still fighting. Jeremiah Jenkins up. He ropes one to the gap in right. That's going to one-hop the wall. Colin Plant is held up at third base. And then the next batter would be Connor Goodman, who takes a walk. Jenkins in with a double, so it's bases loaded for Nick White, and he gets a hold of one, takes it the other way. That ball is gone. Maine cuts the lead in half in one swing, 10-5 now. Top 7, runner on second for Carmine Petoza for Bryant. He singles up the middle. Gavin Noriega, he's on his horse around to score from second. That's going to make it 11-5 Bulldogs. Next batter, Brandon Durand, and just like he did on Friday, he gets all of this pitch. That one is into the visitor stands at Alphon Stadium. Bryant goes on to win 15-8. Let's go to the football field now. It's not quite that time of year yet, but we are gearing up for the 2024-25 NFL season. And this weekend, the New England Patriots opening up their rookie minicamp. It was the first time seeing Drake May don the red Patriots jersey over on the Gillette Stadium practice fields this weekend. He was out there throwing with Javon Baker, all the other rookies. May says he's just trying to soak it all in and learn as much as he can these first few days. And as for first-year head coach Gerard Mayo, he says he's not worried at all about his rookie QB's work ethic.
We got a couple days, 2 or 3 days, so we're trying to pack it in, and we're just trying to soak it all in and ask as many questions as I can to Coach Van Pelt and TC, and from there, just try to draw it up and repeat it and repeat play calls and cadence. So it's been fun. It's been a lot, but it's been fun.
Early impressions of Drake, look, I mean, he has a lot to work on. But I have no doubt that he'll put the time in. So, you know, I know you guys saw him out, or you didn't see him out here yesterday, but, you know, he was here all night trying to get, you know, on the same page as everyone else. So.
That's a good sign there. Let's go to the boxing ring now and down in Portland. One Bates Jr. is keeping busy lately at Portland Boxing Club. He's preparing for a national tournament, all while being a double major in the classroom. Elias Bashir is a double major in anthropology and Chinese at Bates University. And when he doesn't have his nose in a book, he's with Coach Bob Russo working on his boxing. He is one of the most talented amateur boxers in all of New England and is now preparing for nationals later this month. He's a smart kid both in and out of the ring and uses that to his advantage when fighting.
All about, you know, banging it out, and it's, you know, the sport's about not getting hit, you know, and being smart and how to outbox your guys.
I try to use the fundamentals that coaches taught me to try to just score points and don't get hit, you know, because being tough is one thing, but if you're just a tough guy who can't box, and you're just really like a target. It all at the end comes up here. If I can set up shots, if I can anticipate the next 2 steps ahead before I start, I think that's what will get me through the nationals and everything.
Wishing him the best of luck. That is all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Are your basement walls bowing, crumbling, or failing? Hi, I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basementy. Our stable lock wall system offers a patented, affordable, and permanent solution to save your foundation walls. It stabilizes, fills voids, and structurally repairs, leaving a new smooth surface. All the strength of new walls. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Fires, floods, burst pipes. Disasters happen, but the mess they leave behind doesn't have to last. For 40 years, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration has been there to help Mainers get back to the closest to normal as they can. When your property is at its worst, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is at their best, and they have been for 4 decades. Put your trust in the Bouchard team. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, chances are you have a lot of questions. Norm Prouty has answers. Learn some tips and tricks and explore some beautiful new homes on the market. The Norm Prouty and Donnell Baker Real Estate Show, Sunday mornings at 8:30 on Fox 22.
With Cascade Platinum Plus, I have upped my dish game.
Auntie, in that dishwasher.
Watch me.
Platinum Plus gives you the highest standard of clean, even in your machine.
Clean enough for you?
Yeah.
Scrape, load, done. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
You could get low 4.75% clearance financing for 60 months on a 2024 all-wheel drive Camry, which could save you up to $1,500.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Moviegoers went ape. A daughter helps honor the memory of her father, and a gold carpet are in the latest showbiz news from ABC.
Are you familiar with the concept of evolution?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes reigned over movie box offices, #1 with $56.5 million in ticket sales in its debut weekend, according to studio estimates. The film from 20th Century Studios and Disney, parent company of ABC News, built on the rebooted Apes trilogy of the 2010s.
This is insane, man.
Last week's top movie, Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt's The Fall Guy, drops to #2 with another $13.7 million. At #3, Zendaya's tennis movie Challengers with $4.6 million. It's earned $38 million in 3 weeks. At this weekend's University of Oklahoma commencement events, Toby Keith's daughter Crystal proudly stood in to accept an honorary degree for her late father. Last year, the school told the award-winning singer-songwriter, entrepreneur, and philanthropist he'd be getting the honor. It's the university that he loved and sent his children to. Toby Keith died in February, 2 years after being diagnosed with stomach cancer. Actors, directors, and creatives from the Asian, Asian American, Pacific Islander, and Desi community made their way down the gold carpet for the 2024 Gold Gala Saturday at the Music Center in downtown Los Angeles. While celebrating achievements in film, TV, and other media, many talked about using those opportunities for advocacy. Michelle Yeoh, Sweetie, Cynthia Erivo, Lucy Liu, and Margaret Cho were among those on hand. Among celebrity birthdays, country singer Morgan Wallen turns 31 today. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife says time is running out to apply for the state's moose hunting lottery. Mainers that want a chance to hunt for moose this fall need to apply by May 15th at 11:59 p.m. Hunters can apply online for one of the more than 4,000 moose hunting permits that will be available for the 2024 season. More than 70,000 Mainers applied for a chance to hunt moose last year. The drawing will be done this year in Fort Kent on June 15th. Head to maine.gov/IFW for more information.
Good stuff. Yeah, 'tis the season. We're getting there.
Yeah, so you're going to apply for yours. You're going to get it this year. I have a good feeling for you.
Right. Yeah, because my look really screams.
Oh, yeah. I could see you lifting a whole moose over your head, carrying it out of the woods.
I don't think that's the problem as much as sitting in the woods for hours waiting.
Does get a little boring, doesn't it?
That's what gets me.
Yeah.
And bug bites? Oh, man. I'm not made for it. Yeah. I'm not made for it. Not the talent.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah. Okay, best of luck, though, to folks who do. Moving right along now, let's get one final look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Emma and Devin, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already, wave heights a little bit active out there this morning at around 4 feet, according to the buoys, 5 feet further out towards sea. But overall, not too bad as we do move forward in time. No advisories in effect at this time. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky this morning. That's what we're seeing out there on the radar and satellite. And overall, we'll stay partly cloudy. Sometimes it's mostly cloudy from time to time. Moving forward today, zooming things out, here is the rain showers developing, tracking from the west, going toward the east. We'll keep this going throughout the daytime period today. A little bit of showers and storms in the southern parts of the U.S. But we'll be watching this moving in. That will give us some chances for rain showers coming up as we head towards tomorrow. Futurecast moving forward. Already a partly cloudy sky for us today. The clouds stick around overnight tonight as well. They'll increase as we head towards tomorrow. Chances for on and off rain showers expected. There will be plenty of dry hours with that as well. Most of the rain will stay out towards the north of Bangor, but still some of those can make it further down to the south from time to time. Then by Tuesday evening, there's a few showers passing through, and that looks to be about it. Maybe some areas of dense fog developing as we head towards Wednesday morning. All righty, here we go. As for the rainfall, I'm going to run this throughout the entire week. So between now and Friday, maybe less than a half an inch of rain possible before we're all finished up. So not a lot, but we do have a little bit of rain on the way throughout the week. As for the winds for today, they could pick up to around 20 to 25 miles per hour at times. Some of those gusts may also continue later on tonight to around 15 miles per hour. Some gusts tomorrow up to 20 miles per hour could also occur. Average high temperature is 65 degrees, lower to middle 60s on the way today. Tomorrow also near Wednesday, upper 60s Thursday, lower 70s Friday. Then we're back in the lower 60s Saturday, upper 60s as we head towards your Sunday. Already allergies. If you're having some issues, maybe with your voice, you might notice my voice is a little weak today. This is because pollen is not helping me out either, as we're in the high category right now for tree pollen. That's why my voice is a little scratchy today. Grass, weed, and mold is still low at this time. Forecast coming up for today, middle 60s, partly cloudy and breezy, and that south wind getting up to around 20 miles per hour at times. By tonight, middle 40s, partly cloudy, areas of dense fog, and that south wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, mostly cloudy, rain showers on the way. South wind at about 15 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Rain showers for you Wednesday with highs in the mid-60s, upper 60s Thursday with a chance for rain, and a smaller chance for rain for your Friday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, highs in the low 70s.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the Twos. We win for you.
I'm adding Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh.
So fresh. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection. Try for under $5.
Introducing Tail Waggers Mobile Pet Grooming. We bring the salon to your doorstep. With Tail Waggers, your furry friend receives top-notch care and attention from baths, haircuts, and nail trimming. We do it all. Say goodbye to stressful trips to the groomer. Tail Waggers makes grooming a breeze. Tail Waggers Mobile Pet Grooming, where convenience meets quality. Book your appointment today because your pet deserves the best.
Who has the best kept secret in Penobscot County?
We do!
Welcome to Maple Lane Farms, a 5th-generation family farm that's committed to providing you with the best quality products. Our farm-raised local and sustainable meat is flash frozen to lock in the freshness and natural flavors. Experience the top-notch quality of our meat that's naturally raised without any antibiotics or hormones. Get the best of both worlds, quality and affordability. Try Maple Lane Farms today, the candy store for the carnivore.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom. This is nice.
It's Tom, actually.
Right, Tom.
No, Tom.
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 Tom. It's Tom.
Tom.
It's Tom.
Tam. Tam.
Not Tam.
Tom.
You doing that on purpose? Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. Looks like we talked a bit too much. If you have any of those Northern Lights photos, please send them to our email at tv7news at wvii.com.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for 25 Words or Less next on Fox 22. Have a great day.